42-year-old Mike Skinner trying to get his first Winston Cup victory in his 114th start. Dale Jarrett is in as well. Left side tire going on Mike Skinner's car. Slide air pressure, a little tight exiting the corner. Skinner is down and away. The car number 18, Bobby Labonte, heads to you, Bill Weber.
Remember, Bobby Labonte dodged a cannonball on the last caution when the crew found that hole in the right front tire. He thinks the right front's been giving up a little bit on this run as well. They're going to go up on the air pressures a little bit. They talked about making a track bar adjustment, but they want to wait and do that later in the race. Meanwhile, the 25 apparently having problems on the backstretch. One other note about Labonte, he likes the high groove. He's got his tires, his fuel is on his way.
Jeff Gordon is coming in for his scheduled pit stop, and yeah, big puff of smoke coming from the 25 car. We go back down to Bill Weber.
Well, it has been a good run for Jeff Gordon here this afternoon. Remember, he's the defending champion of this race. A few laps ago, I asked his new crew chief, Robbie Loomis, if the car was okay. He said everything's fine. Gordon also seems to like the high groove. Remember, new pit crew for this team this season. Left side tires are on, and Gordon heads back out, dodges the 6 car.
Wow, 15.7. A hole in the oil pan is what I heard the man say.
Down to John Kernan.
And Dale Earnhardt, who had worked his way all the way up into the 2nd spot after starting 35th today, is in for pit road service. Right side's already on, left side's going on. There will be no chassis adjustment. A great pit stop for Dale Earnhardt.
We see Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Budweiser car, sitting on the end of pit road. He did 4 tire change. Earnhardt Jr. made some contact with the wall early on. He's about 16 laps down.
But now he comes in as both the Earnhardts leave pit road. Here is Park down at 45 miles an hour. Jerry, he'll soon be where you are.
And Bob, the 3rd fastest qualifier, couldn't get the pit road quick enough. The car handling very poorly, albeit he was running very well toward the top 5. The car comes to a halt. He complained the car was tight in the middle, but sliding the nose coming off. They're going to make a wedge adjustment and an air pressure adjustment. Thus far, no change. They were talking about wedge a moment ago. Now, left side tires going on. As yet, still no wedge adjustment. Air pressure only. As Park is down and away, and Kenseth may have a problem. Bill Weber.
Yesterday in the Busch race last night, he ran out of fuel. That caused water pressure. No water pressure on the 17. They shoved a hose in there, sent him back out. We'll update it. He's on his way for a turn one.
Chad Little also sitting there on pit road getting service. Boy, it is very, very tight on pit road, BP.
And I'm telling you, when those crews go out, they have got to have one thing in their mind. Watch as Bobby Labonte, Interstate Batteries Pontiac, comes in. Bill Elliott's McDonald's drive-through crew goes around. They don't even see Labonte. Don't even see him, but watch as Labonte goes and just brushes the tire carrier as he goes by him.
The 21 car has picked up the lead. That is Elliott Sadler. And Kevin LePage backs up. Wonder what his problem is.
He's going behind the wall. Something wrong with the right front of that car, right?
Couldn't tell, Benny. Could not tell if there was something wrong with the right front on that car.
LePage led 8 laps earlier. Jerry Nadeau's car is also going behind the pit wall, and he led 5 laps of this event a little bit earlier. 140 laps completed right now, and Elliott Sadler is the leader. Not any longer. What? What's that all about? That sounds interesting.
Jeff really has trouble getting going on the, when he changes tires for he doesn't run good for about 25 laps.
The longer he runs, the better he gets. They'll probably start messing around with the pressure to get him going earlier. But he's been working that groove up a little bit at a time. They're losing too much time on new tires.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff Gordon had a 15.7 second pit stop, and he's still 8 seconds behind Skinner.
Where'd they go that 16?
Went through that opening.
Skinner's only Busch win was here, correct?
Guess he went to the garage.
Didn't see it. Did he tear transmission up or something leaving, Benny? And just.
That's what it looked like, didn't it?
Who's that?
16.
LePage.
This concrete pit road is really tough on transmissions and gears.
Gear ratio that you run here will snap that pinion.
Okay.
We'll have a battle for third in about 2 laps. Hear me? Battle for third in 2 laps.
Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, located about 40 miles south of Atlanta in Hampton, Georgia, the Pennzoil Copter Cam is bringing you our overhead shots today following the leader of the race, Mike Skinner, and the car right behind him is Terry Labonte, who's in the 16th position. So now 15 cars are on the lead lap. Well, coming up next, after our coverage of this race here at Atlanta, we'll bring you the first race of IROC 24 from Daytona International Speedway. This year, there are 9 stock car drivers and 3, Greg Ray, Eddie Cheever Jr., and Mark Dismore from the Indy Racing Northern Light Series. Who wins it at Daytona will join us right after our coverage here and find out.
Jimmy Spencer and Chad Little. Let's see, 11th and 12th. Spencer is running in 12th. Chad Little in 13th. Of course, that's being contested right now.
Well, here comes another Napa field summary showing you the points as of right now. Bobby Labonte hangs on to the points lead. Dale Jarrett down to 3rd if the race were to end right now. And Earnhardt up 3. We show you these because we like to show you how the points vary as we go through the race. Look at that. Jeff Gordon up 12 to 11th position. And of course, it all comes down to the final few races and where they are in the point standings, with the final 10 making the stage in New York. The big winner of the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship, which often is decided here at this racetrack in November. Here's Chad Little running in the 12th position. Let's go down to Bill Weber.
Kevin LePage sits in his car as they work underneath the rear end. Looks like perhaps it was the axle. Kevin, you know what happened?
Yeah, Bill, we came in for a routine stop. This FamilyClick.com Taurus was running real strong today, and I went out and I thought I had a flat tire. The car just wouldn't get through the corners. Came back in and changed 4 tires. When I took off, the axle was broken. I hate it for the guys. I thought we had something for them today, but we'll get it fixed. We'll go out there and we'll ride around.
Benny, it looked like it snapped off the left side of the teeth right where it goes into the wheel. So they'll replace that, see if they can't get him back out.
Man, oh man, look at all that heat there from that axle. What do you think, Ray?
Well, Benny, these concrete pits add a lot of bite, and normally after a pit stop with the gear ratios that are in the cars for a 1.5-mile track, sometimes it's very easy to snap an axle or a ring and pinion.
So work continues there on the Kevin LePage car. Meanwhile, back on the racetrack, Mike Skinner continues to lap cars. He just went around the number 4 of Bobby Hamilton, the 15th place car. 14 now on the lead lap. And we're not halfway through, but yet we have had 17 leaders today, and that is a track record here at Atlanta. The previous record was set in 1988 and in '89, 15.